Hello everyone, this is Crystal Potthoff from Prayerful Arts, and today I am coming to you from Artful Journey Gallery, 4701 North University in Peoria, Illinois. We're having an open studio tonight and we're going to have a special demonstration on blowing out eggs. So let's go inside and check it out. So welcome to the Artful Journey. We are Art Underground, and you can see all the fabulous art we have on the stairs. I'm walking down, so I apologize for shakiness. And down here we have the largest gallery in the Central Illinois area that features exclusively local artists. We have a wealth of talent here in the Peoria area. So we have this huge gallery here. Here's a little peek at the gallery, and then we have little rooms, mini galleries. So here's our mixed art gallery. We have the card gallery in here, where we have artist-made cards. And then we have other mini galleries over here to the side. Over here we have an abstract room, a landscape room, the garden center, and a fiber arts room. And then over here, some fabulous jewelry made by yours truly. And then this room is what we call the Tiny Treasures room. And look at that fabulous pysanky there in the case. Some of this you may have seen on videos. Now, not all of this has been videoed, but some of it has. And we have some more pysanky over here and this super cool wire wrap jewelry. That's not mine. That's somebody else's artwork. And we have some resin art over here too. Equally cool. Tons of wall art in this place. And coasters and pottery. One of my favorites. I love this. Anyway, okay. So this is the gallery. And the other thing that we have in the gallery is a wonderful classroom. And tonight, we are going to do a demonstration using some different tools on blowing out eggs. So let's get started. All right, so we're going to get started, and I have here a dozen eggs. These are prepared the same way I did them in the other video, where I washed them, I dipped them in vinegar, and I drilled the hole using a high-speed drill. And so this is the drill I used, the Tack Life drill, and then Jackie has this drill. What's the brand on that one, Jackie?
It's from Amazon, but it's variable speed rotary detail carver.
So that's what she got. And so, but you want like a high-speed drill because you want to get a really good, nice round hole in the egg. These are the tools I find most helpful. I know people will try to poke it with a nail, and that can lead to some cracking. So I would caution against that. So that's actually where I'm at. And you know what? I didn't introduce Jackie. So hang on just one second. Let me get the camera set up. So I have here with me my wonderful pysanky partner in crime, Jackie Reynolds. Jackie, say hi.
Hello. Hello.
There's Jackie. Oh. Okay. And when I showed you how I drilled the eggs, I used this Blastfix tool like this. These are very hard to find. I don't
know if they make them anymore.
I was told they didn't make them, and then somebody said they found them. I don't know what to believe.
What they're doing now
is they're using this one. Yes. It's very similar.
Except that it doesn't have the curved needle. So when you go to clean, the egg guts come on your hand and stuff, where doing it this way, you angle your hand and it just goes down into the bowl.
Yeah, exactly. And so that one works the same way. I believe Pysanky USA sells those, and Ukrainian Accessories did.
Yes, I believe so.
So you have to look around for those. And there's other types too. So there's going to be, we're going to demonstrate one way, and depending on how much time we use up, we may go through a second type demonstration. But the first one we're going to do is with the aquarium pump. So Jackie has, this is what she's used, Tetra. Oh, that's a kind of fish, isn't it?
It's for fish aquariums, yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a fish aquarium pump.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Duh, sometimes I get it. Sometimes I don't. All right, so you have this, just an aquarium pump.
And I just use a little bit of the hose. And then you can buy this U-shaped needle. I think Pysanky USA has it. I'm not sure about the other. I don't know about Ukrainian Gift Shop or Ukrainian Accessories, but Pysanky USA used to have this one.
Does it come with that big long needle on the end of
yes.
it? Oh,
it's this whole thing. And it will have a little black part here. I broke that off so I could stick the tubing on there.
Is that meant to like blow with your mouth into the egg?
Or maybe it had a bellow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think the Aunt Marge's is kind of like that.
Aunt Marge's is
and it
like
has
that.
A bellow.
I don't think Aunt Marge's has the bend in it, though.
Okay,
I think it's straight.
Right, okay.
So, again, that curve is very helpful so you don't get egg goo all over you.
It is.
So, that is step one, where we're going to do that.
They're cold.
I know. Well, I didn't have to.
You do not want cold eggs.
No, you don't.
Tell them?
Yeah, the eggs should be room temperature. My bad. I did not get home in time to set the eggs out so that they were room temperature.
I had some at home that were sitting out. I
thought my day did not go exactly
That's
like
okay.
I thought.
So when you use the blast fix, you can use that needle to go down in there and break the yolk up. But with this hook, I can do that also. But another way, you can take a paper clip and then do this, or a bobby pin. And it's got like the plastic on the end, so it might not nick it. So you just stick it in there, and you just jab it a few times, trying to make sure you're breaking that yolk up. What I usually do is, I'm usually cleaning at least 12. I'll break all the yolks up. I just don't do it one at a time.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, hang on just one second, Jackie.
They're not.
Okay. So we're, I got the camera on a stand, so hopefully it's not so shaky now. So what's that other thing you have in your hand there, Jackie?
At some of the retreats, people hand out other needles. I'm not sure where they got them, but this is another straight one. It's a little bit bigger diameter. And then they brought another one. They had another one that has a curve to it.
Okay, cool.
So that might help. Shh, girls. Okay, so let's try.
Okay, so you've got it hooked up to the aquarium pump.
I do. And it's pumping out air.
Okay.
So you don't want to jab it all the way in there. You want to give it space for the egg to be able to come out.
Ooh, look at that come out of there. Holy cow. Done.
I know.
Wow.
It goes fast.
Okay, I might be hooked. I was like, this happened, I'm like, I didn't want to go with the, I didn't want to use an electric Kiska because I was a traditional person. I thought and I do like my blast fix. But yeah, it takes a little bit more effort to get the egg out with the...
Well, and plus if you're starting to get arthritis, or if you're doing a whole bunch.
Me.
Yeah, it can bother your hands. So I always just try to push the air to the side, so that way it's coming out the other side.
I can kind of see, yeah, you got it at a little bit of an angle.
And I just go back and forth in case the yolk's not broke up too much. That way it'll keep breaking it up.
Okay, so now I only drilled holes in 4 of the eggs.
So do you want me to try using this to show if this will do it?
Do you you've blown out 3? Yeah, let's just do those 3 and then we'll come back and if we have a different tool, if we have enough time in this video, we'll do that. And if not, then we'll do a separate video with that one. Okay, so eggs have been blown out, safely kept in the Cool Whip container.
Yes.
And those will be consumed at a later date. And now, what is this gadget here, Jackie?
This is a water pick. So I love to thrift shop at Goodwill and all those places to try to find used water picks, because this makes putting the water back in there so much easier. I like to use kind of a tepid water. I don't like to use cold water. But you don't like cold eggs.
Did I get the right temperature water?
That's fine. That's it.
So this is not a personal use water pick.
No, I don't go back and forth. This is only for pysanky.
It's kind of like the toothbrush that you use to clean your eggs with. You
Yes.
don't use that on your own teeth.
And just like your dyes, you only use it for your dyes.
And you know what? I'm gonna adjust the camera just slightly so we can get the whole thing in here. Okay. All right.
Now at home, a lot of times, like I said, I use tepid water. I'll either put a bowl with a little bit of water in it, so that way as I'm doing the eggs, because as you notice, you get yolk. So as I'm doing the eggs, instead of putting them all there, I'll have a little bit of water to buffer. I'll just show it. And that way they can clean while they're sitting there soaking also.
Okay.
So
I have never in my life used a water pick, even though my dentist always says, you should use a water pick. I say, yeah.
I never use it for myself.
Whatever. Okay, so you're cleaning it out.
And I don't push it all the way in. I put it to the side so air can come out.
Okay.
A lot of times I'll turn it so that way it's hitting the yolk on the side of the egg, cleaning the egg out.
Okay.
And you'll see it's like foamy stuff.
Like a little fountain of egg coming out of it.
Yes. So I'll do that. I get it full. Then I do another egg. So what I do is I'll go and I'll put water in all of the eggs. So that way the water's sitting in the egg while I'm putting more water in it.
Okay.
I just figured it's giving it time to soak.
Yeah, great idea. I am learning so much. And Jackie has an audience watching her now.
Okay, so you get all the eggs going. So then I'll sit there and I'll shake them.
Hang on to them, people, when you do that.
Shake them. Give them a shake. Then I put the plug this back in.
Now
I plugged in the air pump again.
Air pump is much quieter than the water pick. And look at that, like done. Holy cow. That is amazing.
Chris is like, you know how many class eggs I've done with the Blast Fix?
You know how. And I'm like really proud of myself. I can blow out a dozen eggs in 45 minutes, and I'm watching Jackie do 3 in about 2 minutes.
But I'll usually clean them out. At least, sorry.
Okay, when you turn on the water pick, it immediately starts squirting water, and it could squirt on some of the people that are watching you blow out the eggs.
I usually do it by my sink.
I think she did that on purpose. I hope you can see how much fun pysanky is. We have so much fun together.
To see how much cleaner it's starting to come out the second time?
Yeah. So how many times do you do that?
I usually do at least 3.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to...
And you'll see it's clear water.
Okay.
If it's foamy or yellow, you know you don't have it clean. Because if you don't clean it...
Yeah, then they smell.
They smell and you can get bugs in there.
And I have... So, in all the times I've blown out eggs, I've only ever had one egg smell.
Oh.
And I knew, I pulled out, I could smell it where I store the eggs. And I started pulling out the cartons and I could smell which one it was. And I just threw the egg away. And I don't know what happened, but I am very careful when I do it. I make sure they are very clean. Smell, bugs, it's very unpleasant.
Add some more water. Then we go back to cleaning them out. It's like a twist on me. Sorry. See, it's still a little foamy.
Still a little foamy? Okay.
Girls, she's videoing. But see how if you do it, if you do them all, you can go through it. You can really get a whole bunch done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I mean, I know you said you got your water pick at a
like Goodwill.
Goodwill, and the aquarium pumps they're not that much.
The aquarium pump was probably like $10 or $15.
They're not and when right before the blast fix, they quit making them. They were like $15.
That's what the last when I got one for the blast.
Yeah, and that was quite a few years ago.
Yeah. I think I got my first water pick at Goodwill, the large one, for $2.
So not really a big investment in the materials that you need to use.
Well, if you buy it brand new, it's going to cost.
Well, yeah, but why would you buy a brand new water pick?
No. You just go garage selling or go thrift shopping or eBay. Or
you said you even have two of them in case one of them.
Yeah, in case it overheats. Because when I do eggs, I usually do like 48 to whatever.
Well, yeah, you're not like getting arthritis squeezing the pump there.
Well, because I set mine up to dry. I let them dry for at least a month before I touch them.
Yeah, I usually say. I mean, I like to let them dry at least 2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks.
And ideally it's longer than that. But sometimes when I'm teaching classes, 2 weeks is as good if I'm teaching a lot. But I try to plan ahead.
And so you won't notice as much foam when it comes up to the top now.
Okay.
I should say this is a large egg, it's taking longer. And see how much clearer it is?
Yeah, much. Okay, sorry, we had a little interruption here, but we're back now, and these are pretty.
But see, it's all water coming out.
It's all water coming out, so it is very clean. Okay. All right.
Okay, so there's that. I've never done it with this.
Okay. Let's hold off on that one for right now. Okay, so you have blown out 3 eggs.
Yes.
And you used like 3 versions of, or I say, what do you call it? 3 rounds of the aquarium pump, water pick, aquarium pump, water, and ended with the aquarium pump.
Right.
To make sure you got everything out of it as much as you can.
Right.
And now when I demonstrated, I used the drying rack from Ukrainian gift shop. I used that to dry mine on. And Jackie's got something else here that is pretty cool.
I just took it.
Let's.
Okay, sorry.
No, I was just going to give you some more room here. But
hey, come here.
Can one of my assistants here? You can just pour that down the drain in the bathroom. Thank you very much. Okay, so what do we got here? It looks like
this is just styrofoam.
Okay.
And you can take like the little wooden dowels that you put shish kebabs on or whatever.
Okay.
Or you can go to Menards and you can get wire.
Okay.
I like the wire because it's thinner, but you have to watch. You have to watch because the ends, since it gets wet, can be rusty. So you might want to put like varnish or something on there, because once you put your egg on there, if it sits there, it can get that rust on there.
A little Vaseline works.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I've done that. So, now, I will say, you want to make sure that your egg is going to fit over that.
Yes, you have to make sure the
hole is big enough.
Hole is big enough. And then what I did is I just spaced it out so that way I can put a larger egg, or they're not going to touch when I varnish, because I use this for varnishing also.
Okay, I say this is a well, I use mine for varnishing too.
So you just set it on there, and then I'll let mine sit for 2 weeks to a month.
Yeah.
So it dries.
Jackie
totally
likes
dries
to let
out.
hers dry a month. I cannot stress how important it is that that egg be dry on the inside. You will get a mess if it's not. You're going to get splotches that you probably won't want.
If there's water inside of it, it's not dry. Then once you put your dye on it, water's going to make it seep out, and so you'll get splotches on the outside on the dye.
So it is real. So it's really important that your egg be dry before you do it. Now, if you can't wait for eggs to dry, you can do pysanky on a full egg. You can completely do it. You can varnish it. Now, you can't varnish it and put it on something like this, but if you varnish it completely, then you can blow it out using the same exact process.
Or do it on a full egg. And once you get to the final dye, if you put wax over the whole dye, then you can also clean it out and then take the wax off and varnish it. I've seen people do it that way too.
I've seen people do it that way, and I
don't like to waste the wax.
I don't either, and I am terrible when it comes to covering something completely. So
yeah, I think they dip it when they do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have that.
So did you want to show this?
So, well, okay. We do have some other tools here. I'm going to check my phone to see how much memory I have left to see if we can do another video tonight. So hang on. Oh, show us the light thing, though.
Well, that one doesn't really give you a lot of light. Let's see here. Oh, this does.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. So she's shining a light under it, and this is one way you can look for cracks.
And like here's a weaker spot.
Yeah. Now, I'll be honest, I got these at the grocery store.
Right there, how it's got a line. But that's not a crack, but it's a weak point.
It's a weak point. And, you know, obviously, when you're buying these in the grocery store, you can't go in and hold the light. I will sort through the carton and make sure there's none with cracks in it and big bumps. But one of these have a bump. Yeah. So, and if I find some with bumps, I use those for practice eggs. So, okay, this was fabulous, Jackie. Thank you. And we'll be back with another tool that you can use to blow out eggs. So thank you very much, Jackie. Thank you for my assistants who are helping me today too. And for everyone here who was watching and helping along too. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon.